know I've been getting heavy into the NFL season prior to the start in a few days. But as always, I'm going to still have the EPL episodes on a weekly basis. I'll talk about that again in a few days' time with the upcoming schedule that I'm going to be having with the EPL and the NFL. But this episode is going to be the EFL, and we're going to be talking about the season-long contest and also the EPL Monster as well over on FanTeam. As always, before we start, I want to send you all over to my Twitter. Make sure you drop me a follow. Like and retweet this episode when it's posted if you enjoyed everything I said. Let me know in the comments if you agree with some of the players I'm going to be picking, if you disagree with some of the players I'm going to be picking, who you are going to pick, everything like that. And if you are interested in the NFL for the upcoming season, I'm doing a little giveaway for 3 free tickets into the season-long game over on FanTeam. All you got to do to enter is retweet this tweet here, comment NFL to be entered. It'll be drawn, I think it's next Tuesday. So make sure you get involved with that. And obviously, as it says there, subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Drop me a subscription, like, share with all your friends and everything like that. Again, drop me in the comments. Let me know if you agree with who I'm picking, disagree, who you are going to be picking this week, who you're going to captain, who's your differential player, anything and everything like that. But make sure you get over to my YouTube when it loads, drop me a subscription, and then obviously you can go back and listen to my previous episodes for previous game weeks or the upcoming Premier League season predictions. Again, NFC preview for the NFL as well. I'll be having the AFC soon, along with some fancy options for that too. So let's get started in the EPL Monster and the EPL season-long game over on FanTeam. My team reveal. This is my favourite team for this upcoming game week. In terms of the goalkeeper position, I think there's a few options you could pick. Kelleher, I think, is a very good option playing against Sunderland. Obviously, one of the newly promoted teams. Kelleher had a really good game last week. Likewise for Sells, I think Sells is a very good option. He's more of an EPL season-long kind of keeper. He's got a good run of fixtures for the next couple of weeks. But I think Jordan Pickford is going to be the high-scoring goalkeeper this week, I think, against Wolves. Wolves haven't really done too well in terms of their season so far. They've only actually scored... Well, they haven't actually scored in the Premier League yet. So they've scored no goals. Obviously, Jordan Pickford having the penalty save boost his score up to 12.8. But again, a clean sheet there. Conceded one late goal, a penalty against Leeds as well. 2 saves in that game, 3 against Brighton. So I think they're going to have a very good game against Wolves, which is why I've decided to stack the defensive options with Tarkowski as well. You could obviously go for Michael Keane or O'Brien. But for me, I think Tarkowski has been the best of the 3. Just unfortunate that he gave away a penalty, which shouldn't have been a penalty against Leeds in game week 1, which obviously could have gave him a clean sheet, but would have had a positive points in that game. But again, solid against Brighton. A lot of decent tackles, positive impact as well on the game. I think, again, as I said a minute ago, Wolves aren't the best attacking team. I think their defence can stay strong and potentially get a win and a clean sheet in that game. Likewise for Tottenham, I think Tottenham this year have played very well defensively, obviously holding Man City to no goals after they won 4-0 against Sunderland, I think it was. But 2-0 against Man City, 2-0 against Birmingham, against Burnley. What am I doing? Against Burnley, he's been playing as sort of a left winger, as well as in a left wing back position. So he's been getting forward a lot. He's been getting in attacking positions. So he does also have the extra attacking potential as well, similar to Dorgu. Now Dorgu, 11.3 million. He's one of the most expensive options this week. If you look at the defenders on this side of the board, Man United players are the highest. Even the injured players are, priced a lot higher than some solid contributors for Nottingham and other teams. But Dorgu has been playing again as a left wing back, so he's been getting up in the attacking areas quite a lot. Doesn't necessarily have too many points to show for it at the moment. Conceded 2 goals this season, but played very well against Arsenal. Just again, didn't have the clean sheet to give him more points, and against Fulham again had a very good game, but did hit the post as well, so again doesn't count as a shot on target, but he is getting those in those attacking areas. In terms of the midfield, this midfield four I think is going to be solid. Reinders, start for Reinders, playing against Brighton. Brighton don't really have any decent holding midfielders that can dictate the game. Reinders has been doing just that. He's been dictating the game. Obviously, as we saw against Wolves with a goal and an assist and his debut for Man City, and then against Spurs didn't do too well, but obviously didn't expect them to be blanked out by Spurs. He's been dictating the game for Man City. He's the one solid locked in player for Man City that I trust that is going to start, and play the potentially full game. Ndoye for Nottingham Forest, playing against one of the worst defences in the league, West Ham. Now, West Ham conceded 5 goals against Chelsea in the last game and then lost 3-0 against Sunderland in the first game. And they've actually conceded 3 goals against Wolves in the most recent EPL Cup as well. Forest haven't actually scored too many goals. They've only scored 4 goals, 3 of those coming in the first game. But if you look there, Ndoye got a goal there and then an assist against Crystal Palace. So he's been, so far consistent. You haven't really got much of a sample size for him, but he's been somewhat consistent so far to start the year. Playing against a poor West Ham defence is going to be a good matchup for this Nottingham Forest front four. Next up, Harvey Barnes. Again, he's not one of those guys that's done too much so far this season, but he's got potential for this game to do bits. He hasn't yet had a shot on target, but he has been playing in the central striker position. Obviously, no Isak, and Gordon will miss the next game. So him playing against Leeds is going to be a good matchup for an attacker. But I think Harvey Barnes is going to. He's been playing as that central striker. He's going to have a lot of movement in the box with Elanga and probably Murphy feeding him into the box. So I think the one that's going to benefit from all this is going to be Harvey Barnes playing in that central position. I think he's played 90 minutes as well in the first couple of games. So look, 89 minutes there in that central position again against Aston Villa. But I think he's going to be able to. He's going to have to change the game for Newcastle. They need to score some goals now. I think it's down to that front three, and I think he's going to be fed quite a bit in the box and around the box. And I think he can bag a goal or two. And then we're going to go for Semenyo. Now, Semenyo is actually the highest point scorer. He's the third highest point scorer in the league. He's the highest attacking point scorer so far this season. Playing against Tottenham, obviously Tottenham last year were known for conceding a lot of goals. This year they've shored up their defence a little bit, but Bournemouth are one of those sneaky teams that can bag a few goals. Obviously going 2-0 down against Liverpool in the first game, and then Semenyo scores 2 goals to bring it back to 2-2 before they eventually lost 4-2, which was disappointing, and then got the assist in the Wolves game. So he's been contributing in both games so far, and again, like I said, he's the highest contributor for the season in attacking return players, priced at 7.5 million. Obviously that's due to the Spurs defence being very, very good so far this year, but I think both teams can score in that game. I think Bournemouth can bag a goal or two against Tottenham. And then we're staying in this game, back to Tottenham and Richarlison. Richarlison's played really, really well so far this season. Solanke was out. A lot of people were doubting if this attack can get anything done without Solanke. Richarlison stepped up, scored a brace against Burnley. One of those goals was a really, 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 really good bicycle kick. Another shot on target as well, and then got an assist against Man City as well. So again, Bournemouth have conceded a few goals so far this season. Obviously, fought against Liverpool. I think Tottenham have started off on the right foot. They've scored 5 goals in the first 2 games. Two of those against Man City. They can definitely score a few goals against this Bournemouth defence, which has looked a little bit touchy so far this season. But Tottenham's attack has just looked on fire. And then we're going to move on to another striker who can potentially blow up any team, and that's Haaland. Again, he was one of those players that suffered against that Tottenham defence. Didn't expect them to be blanked. I thought he was going to be the guy to open this game out. Turns out he didn't. did, however, score a brace against Wolves, who were one of last year's bottom of the league teams. But again, I think they can. Well, Reinders and Haaland can break down this Brighton defense, and I think it's going to be a fairly high-scoring game. I think Haaland can bag a few goals in that game, and then we're going to go back to the West Ham defense, and we're going to play Chris Wood, who's going to be playing against that defense. Scored 2 goals in the opening weekend. Didn't really do much against Crystal Palace the week after. But again, as I said for Ndoye, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for Nottingham Forest within this game on attack, playing against this very, very poor West Ham defence. So that's my team reveal for this week's EPL Monster. In terms of the captaincy, I'm going to go for Richarlison. With it being a weekly basis, I can sort of take a little bit of a risk. In my season long, I'm going to go for Haaland. I think these are the kind of players and fixtures that you want to be looking towards for this week's season long, if possible. I'm not saying go out and play your wild card or sub a lot of these in, but if you've got, a few of these people or players playing for these teams, I think they're going to fetch you some solid points for this game week. So yeah, that's my team reveal. Let me know in the comments if you're agreeing with any of my picks or who you'd rather in goal or wherever on the field. Let me know in the comments who you're going to be rolling with. So there we go. That's this episode done. Nice and quick one. As I mentioned in the beginning, make sure you head over to my Twitter. Drop me a follow. Like and retweet this episode when I post it on my Twitter later on today. Make sure you share with all your friends. Let your friends get involved. Help me reach a wider audience, which helps me make more people make money. And again, if you are interested in NFL or if you're going to get into NFL this season, I'm going to be doing a lot of breakdowns for that. I've currently posted the NFC conference preview. I'm working on the AFC conference preview, which will be out shortly. I'm also going to be doing some future bets, an episode on future bets and outright bets for the upcoming NFL season. And then I'm also going to be doing a fantasy segment as well, which you can see on here. Season-long game, similar to the EFL season-long. It's going to be an NFL regular season-long game, which again I've got a giveaway for. So if you do want your chance to win a free ticket, you got to click on this tweet, like, retweet, and comment NFL to be entered. It will be announced next Tuesday. But again, make sure you sub on my YouTube and on Twitter. Put notifications on so you don't miss a single episode. And I'm going to be done for the day. That's me done. I'll be back soon with some NFL previews again. And yeah, good luck this week in the EFL Monster. Don't forget to drop a comment on who you're picking, who your best player is going to be, who's your captain going to be this week. And yeah, I'm going to sign out. So I'll catch you later.